In April 2025, the United States State Department approved a potential $5.58 billion foreign military sale of 20 Lockheed Martin F-16 Block 7072 fighter jets to the Philippines, marking a significant milestone in the country's long-standing quest to modernize its air force. This proposed deal, which includes 6 single-seat F-16C and 4 two-seat F-16D variants, comes at a critical juncture as the Philippines seeks to bolster its defense capabilities amid escalating tensions with China in the South China Sea. The package is comprehensive, encompassing 24 engines, 20 installed, 4 spares, 22 AN/APG-83 active electronically scanned array radars, 112 AM-120C8 advanced medium-range air-to-air missiles, 40 AM-9X Block II Sidewinder missiles, 36 GBU-39B small-diameter bombs, 60 Mk-82 500-pound bombs, 60 Mk-84 2,000-pound bombs, and joint direct attack munition kits. Additionally, it includes advanced systems like AN/AAQ-33 sniper targeting pods, secure communication equipment, and extensive training support. The deal aims to enhance the Philippine Air Force's capabilities in maritime domain awareness, close air support, suppression of enemy air defenses, and aerial interdiction, while fostering greater interoperability with U.S. forces. However, despite its strategic importance, the deal faces significant hurdles, including financial constraints and competing defense priorities, leaving its future uncertain as of July 2025. The Philippines' pursuit of the F-16s is driven by the need to address critical gaps in its air defense capabilities. The PAF has not operated advanced fighter jets since retiring its Northrop F-5 fleet in 2005. Relying instead on 11 South Korean FA-50PH light combat jets, which lack the range, payload, and advanced systems needed for robust deterrence in contested regions like the West Philippine Sea. The F-16 deal aligns with the third and final phase of the Philippines' 15-year Armed Forces of the Philippines Modernization Program, known as Horizon 3, which carries a $33.6 billion budget over the next decade to strengthen external defense. The acquisition is seen as a direct response to China's assertive actions in the South China Sea, including maritime clashes and blockades that threaten Philippine territorial claims. The deal also reflects the strengthening of the U.S.-Philippines alliance, underscored by U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth's visit to Manila on March 28, 2025, where discussions emphasized countering China's regional influence. The F-16s, with their advanced radar and precision munitions, would significantly enhance the Philippines' ability to patrol its maritime borders and project power, particularly in scenarios involving potential conflicts over disputed reefs and shoals. Despite its strategic appeal, the F-16 deal has sparked debate within the Philippines due to its staggering cost. At approximately $279 million per aircraft, including support systems, the $5.58 billion package consumes a substantial portion of the country's defense budget, prompting scrutiny from both policymakers and military officials. In June 2025, Philippine Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro expressed skepticism about the deal, stating, "As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing on the table for me to consider," highlighting that no formal offer had been received and emphasizing the need to prioritize fiscal responsibility. Philippine Ambassador to the U.S., Jose Manuel Romualdez, further underscored these concerns on April 7, 2025, noting that the government is exploring long-term financing options with the U.S. to make the deal feasible. The high cost has drawn comparisons to the Lockheed Martin F-35, which is priced at roughly $78 million per unit, leading some analysts to question whether the F-16s offer sufficient value for a cash-strapped military. These financial challenges are compounded by the need for significant investments in infrastructure, such as upgrades to air bases like Clark or Basa, and extensive training for pilots and ground crews who lack experience operating advanced fighters. the Philippines is also considering alternative platforms to meet its air defense needs, adding further uncertainty to the F-16 deal. The Swedish Saab Gripen EF, for instance, is reportedly cheaper to operate and maintain, though it lacks the interoperability with U.S. systems that the F-16 offers. The PAF is also expanding its FA-50PH fleet, with plans to acquire 12 additional units, and has ordered 6 A-29B Super Tucano aircraft as part of Horizon 3. These alternatives, while less capable than the F-16, are seen as more budget-friendly options that align with the Philippines' immediate operational needs. The government's cautious approach reflects a broader strategy of diversifying defense suppliers, as evidenced by recent engagements with South Korea, Japan, Israel, and India for other military acquisitions. This diversification is partly driven by the Self-Reliant Defense Posture Revitalization Act, signed in 2024, which aims to bolster local defense production and reduce reliance on foreign maintenance. Lockheed Martin, the principal contractor for the F-16 deal, remains optimistic about its prospects and has proposed additional incentives to sweeten the agreement. In May 2025, the company suggested establishing a defense innovation hub in the Philippines to support local aerospace development, training, and maintenance capabilities. This hub would align with the Philippines' goal of building a self-reliant defense industry, and could ease logistical challenges associated with operating the F-16s. The aircraft's compatibility with the PAF's existing FA-50s, which share some systems, is another selling point, potentially reducing training and maintenance costs. If finalized, deliveries could begin as early as 2026, according to Ambassador Romualdez, pending the Philippines' acceptance of a formal letter of offer and acceptance and U.S. congressional approval, which is expected to face little opposition. The deal has also drawn international attention, particularly from China, which views it as part of a U.S.-led effort to counter its influence in the Indo-Pacific. On April 2, 2025, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Guo Jiakun warned against actions that target third parties or escalate regional tensions, while state media downplayed the F-16's impact, citing their high costs and the Philippines' limited capacity to operate them effectively. Philippine Military Chief General Romeo Brawner has linked the potential acquisition to broader strategic concerns, including the Philippines' proximity to Taiwan and its role in joint U.S.-Philippine military exercises in northern Luzon. These exercises, conducted near Taiwan, underscore the F-16's potential role in a regional conflict, though analysts like Greg Poling argue that the jets would enhance air defense without fundamentally altering the balance of power in the South China Sea. Public sentiment, as reflected in posts on X, shows a mix of enthusiasm and concern. Some Filipino soldiers and defense enthusiasts express hope that the F-16s, or alternatives like the Gripen, will significantly boost the PAF's capabilities. But others question whether the funds could be better spent on more immediate needs, such as naval or ground assets. Experts like Colin Coe note that China's objections are largely rhetorical, unlikely to alter its assertive posture in the region.